Congratulations, you made it to another beautiful day on this earth. And I don't care if you've been stressing, I don't care if you've been worrying, I don't care if you've been anxious, I don't care if you've been crying. The fact that you woke up and you're breathing and you're alive today means you've got an opportunity to try again. So congratulations, welcome to this new day. And today is a new day, today is a great day actually, to start over and try again. Today is a great day to start detaching from all the bullshit you've been telling yourself as to why you're so anxious and why you're so overwhelmed and why you can't handle your life and why you're so stressed and why you're so stuck and why you're so sad. Today's a good day to fucking drop that right now where you're standing and let it go. Let it go. You know what the problem is, guys? We are so scared of letting go of all the shit we're telling ourselves. We're so scared to let go of how we're thinking. We're so scared to let go of the things that we believe. And you don't know that this is what's stopping you, but you're addicted to how you've been thinking. You're addicted to how you've been feeling. And you're mostly addicted to what you have been believing in your core of your being, in your subconscious mind. Those are the things you're hooked on the most because you think that they're keeping you safe. So if you were to sit down and try to meditate right now, and I was to tell you to just let go of thinking, let go of the thing that's stressing you out, let go of your thoughts, you would sit there and your mind would probably do something like this. Oh my God, I need to finish that project for work this week. I'm already a week behind. And then I thought I was going to get over that argument with my friend by now, but she said that bitchy thing about me on the weekend and I don't know what I'm going to do. Should I text Miranda and tell her that I am really annoyed about it or not? I don't want to include Miranda in this though. And the thing is, I also have to call a plumber. And do you know how hard it is? If you've ever tried to sit in silent meditation, it seems so scary and so difficult to simply just go, I'm gonna drop that for a minute. I'm gonna let that go. We cling on and we cling on and we cling on to the things that we're thinking because we think that that's what's safe. It's what's known to us. It's what's habitual to us. We seem to think we're gonna figure it out by sitting there and thinking. We think that we're gonna think our way out of it. And that's the trap. You're actually going to not think your way out of it. You're going to be able to get out of it when you stop fucking thinking about it so much. And this is the trick that you've been tricked into believing. You're not going to overanalyze. You're not going to overthink your way through things. The minute you actually drop these things and start letting them go is the minute they just resolve themselves. You hyper focusing on the things that stress you out, you hyper analyzing every little thing is giving your attention and your energy to it, which causes it to grow. So if you're focusing on how stressed you are about something, you will continue to be stressed about it. If you shift your focus to how can things work out for me? How can this go really well? How can something new happen today? How can something miraculous happen this week? How can I turn it around? How can I stop being overwhelmed and start feeling strong enough to deal with this? When you shift your focus from what's known and habitual to a new possibility, then the new possibility starts to actually become possible for you. But so long as you keep attaching and clinging on to the stress, to the worry, to the overthinking, then that is what is going to perpetuate for you. And I know it feels scary. I know it feels scary because especially if you sit in meditation and you've done this and you've tried this, it is scary. You want to hold on because you think if you just think about it enough, you're going to solve it and that's going to make you safe. And if you let it go, then it's just going to explode. And then who's going to control it? Like I have to control it because if I don't cling on to it, then what's going to happen? I don't know. You're surrendering into the unknown, which is the hardest thing to do. But once you just say, okay, I'm detaching, I'm putting it down, I'm going to stop thinking about it, I'm going to stop hyperanalyzing it, you release it, you surrender, you let it go, you relax, you come into the present moment. You detach, you realize you were making mountains out of molehills, and in the detachment there are infinite possibilities, there are infinite solutions. You feel presence, you're at peace, and now you can find answers where you never would have been able to find them before because you were too enmeshed in your problems. And that is the issue that most of us have. We become our problems. Our identity gets wrapped up in our problems. Our ego gets wrapped up in our problems, and we don't have enough space to see that it doesn't have to be like that anymore. We can take a step back. We can have a new possibility in our lives. You don't have to stay stuck. Today is a new day. You're still breathing. You still have time. Every minute that goes by is a new minute. Every day is a new day. So what can you do today? You can just start letting go. We're naturally high vibrational beings, and when we come here into this dense reality, we're thrown all these difficult low vibrational experiences and things, because the polarity of the world is there's darkness and light, and we have a tendency to succumb to the reactive voice within us that favors us focusing on stress and worry and lower vibrational things, and that lowers our vibration. But how do we get back to a high vibration? We start just letting go. You realize your fear is controlling you because you're clinging on to everything out of fear, and the fear is completely unfounded and unneeded. You have developed these fear-based habits and these fear-based beliefs that have been instilled into you by your environment and by the people around you growing up, because 99% of people live in fear. And so that's how you were taught to live. But it doesn't have to be like that. You can live differently. You can stop being so afraid. You can let go. You can trust. You can surrender. And then when you do that, even if you sit down in meditation and do it that way, what you'll realize is as soon as you let go to this reacting, controlling, predicting fear, you realize there was nothing to fear. And you realize feeling better is easy when you let go. As soon as you let go, all the problems die off and fear drops off, because you realize there is nothing to be scared of. It was all an illusion. The whole thing is a fucking illusion. Why is it that some people can experience so much love, so much happiness, even when they're faced with difficult situations? They're still able to come out swinging. They're still able to make a positive out of it. It's because they're leading with love, and they're leading with surrender. They're leading with trust. They're leading with faith. They're not leading with fear. They're not leading with trying to control and predict and overanalyze and be so afraid of the outcomes. They're not afraid to let go and trust in a new possibility. Trust that things could be different, that things could be better. When things get bad, they realize that in any given moment, there are infinite possibilities for how something can go. And all it takes is you just deciding to stop feeding into the known thought patterns and the known beliefs that have been running on autopilot within you for so long. Realize that those don't belong to you. You came here as a high vibrational being, and you had these programs instilled into you by the people around you, by your peers, by your parents. They don't belong to you. You don't have to keep them. You don't have to be so afraid. You don't have to be so reactive. You don't have to feel like you have to control and predict and stress and analyze everything. You can trust. You can let go. You can lead with faith. You can lead with sheer delusion that everything is going to change for you. So it's about letting go. This is why people meditate, and this is why I will tell anyone who comes to me for coaching, who joins my community. By the way, the link is below if you want to join my private community, where I go much deeper on all of these topics, and there's meditations and different training videos and resources. You can find the link below. But regardless, this is why I tell everyone to meditate. Whether you join, whether you want to get coaching, whoever you are, if you're just watching a YouTube video, I'm telling you as well, just meditate and you'll get ahead of 99% of people. Why? Because you're breaking the addiction to how you've been thinking and feeling. When you learn to sit down and let the fuck go of your thoughts, of your emotions, of the way you've been thinking, you regain your power immediately. Because we all have within us the reactive voice, which you can think of as Satan, and you have the God creator voice, which is above the limits of physical reality. And when you're buying into constantly with your thoughts, the limited version of events that are known to you, the limited possibilities that are known to you, the stressors, the worries, all of these things that are known to you, You are succumbing to the reactive Satan voice within you, because there are only ever going to be very limited solutions within that state of mind. But when you detach and step back, you're tapping into the higher consciousness energy within you. You're tapping into the God creative energy within your own subconscious mind, because you're taking your power back from these thoughts, from these beliefs. You're rising above them, and now you can see everything with a new perspective. You can see different possibilities. You can see different solutions. And people think meditating is just to relax. No. You're shifting your level of consciousness. You're stilling your mind, you're processing your thoughts, you're detaching from your thoughts so you no longer identify with them, and you're beginning to believe in a new version of events. You can then control how you think. You can choose new thoughts. You can choose new feelings. You can choose new possibilities for yourself in your life. It doesn't have to be the way that it's always been. And that is what you realize when you start to meditate. You're like, it's like you take the fucking veil off reality and you're like, holy shit, I've been tricking myself all along. I have fallen for this big illusion. And now that I'm up here and I'm looking at it, I can see all it was an illusion. It was my habit of thought. It was my addiction to my own thoughts and my own circumstances. And I don't have to go that way anymore. I can go this way. All these stories I've been telling myself as to why I can't go this way, as to why I can't have things work out, they're all made up within me. And now I can choose differently. I can choose to have something that's so much more empowering. But you first, before you can choose it, must step back from what has been on autopilot. Because if you don't decide to detach and choose differently, you will revert and you will default to autopilot, to the program that's been instilled within you. And if you don't like the results that you're getting in your life, then you have to detach internally first. Detach from what's going on around you and detach to how you're thinking about things. And how you do that is you sit down in silence with your mind. And then you allow your thought to run and you come back to the present moment. You allow your mind to run away with another thought and you notice it and you say, and you come back to the present moment. You allow your mind to run away with another thought and you notice it and you come back to the present moment. And it feels like hell. Yeah, it feels scary and it feels like hell because, like I said, you want to cling on. Your ego is like, let me figure it out. And it's like, ego, you're not going to figure it out. We're going to tap into our higher consciousness here by relaxing, by going within, by detaching. And then it's going to figure itself out. Because why? We're at the right vibration for that to happen then. Okay, that's all for this video, guys. I hope it helped, and I will see you in the next one.